All right, I got in the studio Miss Jamie B. How you doing, Miss Jamie?
I'm doing well. How are you
I'm
doing?
doing pretty good. Keeping busy as usual. So, what have you been up to?
I've been up doing a lot of things, here and there and taking trips like I usually do. I actually, after I left here, I went to Sac for a while and then I came back. And then I'm now in Whittier.
I know. Well, as long as I've known you, like you've never been settled like in one area. You've always been like Yucaipa, San Bernardino, Fontana, and then like how you said you were up Northern California, and then you were up next to those fires that they were like in your backyard, huh? Like those crazy ass fires
Oh,
that were
yeah.
just there. How was that experience? Were you like all freaked out, like, oh my god, they're gonna kick me out, or?
No, actually, when that happened, it was that Santa Rosa fire during that time. I was actually pretty calm. I don't know. It's kind of hard it takes a lot for things to phase me. And I feel like sometimes when you are in a situation like that, it kind of helps to be calm. Um, but yeah, it was a different experience, obviously, because we don't have as many fires, nearby as they do up there up north in Lake County and Mendocino County. Yeah.
Yeah, like not like down here. We have them. Like down here, we have like that recent fire that we just had, or the one in Malibu that everyone got all freaked out, and then I just started evacuating everybody. And I have some friends on my social media that offered, oh man, I have horses, and if you guys have horses, you guys can bring your horses to my ranch and all that stuff. So yeah, that stuff was crazy. And then the way people were acting back then, like, oh my god, we got to get so much water and all these supplies, and I think that's the way they're acting right now too. I don't know if the audience knows, but right now we're dealing with this coronavirus, and everyone's freaking the fuck out right now. I'm like, dude, like, calm down, like, just treat it like a regular day-to-day basis. Just wash your hands and clean your surface areas. And nah, man, people don't get it, man. And how I hear, like, in Weed here, it's like bad over there. Like, how is it?
I don't think it's as bad as it is up north. I think I heard from a friend that it's really bad in like the Bay Area. So it just depends on certain locations. But yeah, you're right. If people were just doing what you're supposed to be doing, common decency to wash your hands, to sanitize, to not sneeze on top of people, all those things, then, we would be okay. But I think it doesn't do anybody any good to panic during these times, right?
Hmm.
Um, and you see, like, during these times, people, they look really selfish and they're being really greedy with the stores, like wiping everything out. And you see people that actually need these resources not being able to access it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, like the other day, I went to the grocery store, and just for the hell of it, I was like, I don't want to see what it looks like. Oh, dude, it's bad. I'm like, what the hell? Like, the water, like, what? All the water's wiped out. Toilet paper, for some, I don't know what toilet paper has to do with anything. Do you know what?
I think it's the people that are planning on staying in their homes and not coming out. Those are the ones that are stocking up on toilet paper and all the stuff they need, because I think there's some people who are not planning on coming out for like longer than a month or so. I don't think it's anything like where people feel like they need to have it, like it's going to prevent anything. I don't think it's that. I think it's just like because they're planning on staying home for a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, it's ridiculous. And so what else have you been up to other than keeping yourself clean from all this bullshit that's going on in the world? For real, man. So people act fucking stupid. So what else have you been up to?
Um, just work lately. I have been trying, like, I've been thinking about doing other things like expanding. There's certain projects that I have in mind that I want to do, but I haven't really, like, I guess, said them out loud yet. And I think because I'm one of those people that doesn't like to talk about things they're done
Hmm.
already, or until I'm almost there, kind of thing, just because I'm a big believer in energy. So if there's like any negative energy, I feel like it interferes with what I'm doing, and I don't like that.
Hmm.
But there are several other things that I have in mind on doing besides just what I'm currently doing, and career wise. Um, and then just with keeping up with my fitness and stuff like that.
And you've been doing a good job, like from when I first met you a long time ago. Like I'm always seeing like progressiveness, like, from you, and it's never dull with you. You've always had your mind set on, okay, I'm this, I'm gonna do that. I remember you tried to give me a meal plan once, and dude, that shit sucked. I mean, how the fuck do you do this? It's just discipline, and that's what you have. You have discipline. Me, I don't. I see what I want to eat and I eat it. So me, I just gotta work out extra harder. So that shit sucks. And yeah, dude, I don't know how the hell you do it. Where you working out at? Is it still at Fitness 19 or?
I do have a Fitness 19 membership, but I mostly work out at home if I can. I don't like really going to the gym, and that was before all this panic and stuff happened. It's just prefer. I feel like I like practicing the mind muscle connection, like I was telling you about, and so I feel like I can do that better when I'm by myself, just working out at home because I'm able to take my time and and then I can wear whatever I want, right, when I work out. But I also can use any of the equipment. I can superset if I need to. I don't have somebody standing there,
On their phone.
right,
Oh, that shit's
texting
horrible,
away.
man.
Exactly.
So what is this? Is this a text set? Man, hurry the fuck up already and let me get on this shit. And yeah, and that's something that I wanted to tell you is that every time that I go now to the gym, everyone is like on their phone. I'm like, dude, like,
Yes.
get off of it. And then I remember you mentioning, you know what, I wanna start something where it's a no phone policy, and you get in and get your shit done and get out type of ordeal.
Yeah, I wish they would do that. I wish they would implement that. Like if you go to Ulta, I don't know if you've ever been to Ulta, it's a beauty store for women, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have two sides. You have one side for those that have coupons to use, and then the other side you can't use any coupons. So I feel like that's how the gym should be. Those that are just there to, text or whatever should be on one side, and then those are actually serious about their fitness should, be able to use the other side.
Text and take selfies and, oh my god, look at my ass. I'm doing my squats today. I see that shit all the time.
Right, yeah.
Man. And then what are your goals for the future? Do you see yourself being like super fit, like, damn, Jamie, I'm fucking the fittest girl ever, or do you just want to keep yourself like in a cruise? You just want to cruise yourself like on how good you're doing right now?
I don't see, and I don't like the word cruise because I feel like when you put yourself on cruise control, you stop yourself from achieving more. You know, that means like you no longer have goals.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like as a person, at least for myself, I always have goals for myself, right? And I always feel like I can achieve more. So like my current goals are just, to get stronger and just to be stronger than I was yesterday. Right. So I don't weigh myself. I don't keep track of my food, so stuff like I used to do in the past, when I realized that when I let go of like just little things like that, let go of the number, let go of trying to fit into a certain box or whatever, and just focus more on health wise, that it changed a lot of things for me. And so for me, like I would say that's the goal, just to be stronger than I was yesterday and just to continue to be healthy, because at the end of the day, that's what, matters is your health, as we're seeing today.
So what motivated you to start doing what you do now,
As far as like fitness
as
wise,
far as fitness?
like to start in working out. Well, I used to be overweight, and so I didn't like the way I looked or felt, and so that kind of motivated me to want to start making some changes. And I noticed when I started to eliminate some of the junk food that I used to eat a lot of, I started to see some weight drop, and then from there, then I, added in extras because I was like, hey, maybe if I started to work out, I would see some more changes. But back then, I didn't have the education that I do now as far as, what's healthy and what isn't and how to lose weight properly. So back then, I remember doing a lot more cardio, keeping track of everything that I ate, the whole myth of like not eating too many carbs and not eating past a certain time, all those things. But yeah, and that all changed.
Do you still not eat after 7?
Well, I like to do intermittent fasting, and that's only because it helps with my digestive system. So I feel like I'm different than a lot of people because most people like to go to sleep on a full stomach. I like to go to bed on an empty stomach. So I like to eat my food pretty early. So like I start eating probably like around 10 because I don't like to eat too early either. So maybe like 10 or 11. And then I stop eating like at 6 or 7.
I don't know how the hell you do it, man.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, like everybody's body's
Right.
like different. And then me, I tried doing like your little diet thing. Oh yeah, don't eat past that. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try. I couldn't last a week. That shit sucked. And then I remember when you used to come over back in the day when we used to do those bear crawls.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
my
that one time we
god.
tried to film our own fitness video.
Yeah, that shit sucked. I don't ever want to do that again.
That's so funny. I wish I still had a copy of that video. That was so funny. Do you have a copy of it?
Yeah, man, that house had everything. I had everything in that house.
I feel like I was doing everything wrong at that time. I even wore the wrong shoes probably.
Yeah, like me, like how you say too. Like back then, we weren't as educated.
Right. Yeah.
On okay, what was this body part called, or what does this exercise do for you? And we were just okay. Let's go. Let's see if we can try something now.
Yeah.
Now, like I know that you and me both have better knowledge. I'm pretty sure we can put out a pretty sick ass video now. Like okay, right now she's working out this and she's working out that. I think it'll look pretty cool. And whenever you're ready, let's freaking shoot it.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I've been wanting to do something like that for a while. Well, I'm always telling you I want to do something like that. Yeah, because I just feel like it would be, I don't know, it's more relatable when it comes from somebody that it's like, who am I? Like a Joe Schmo, I'm nobody, right? Like just an average person like everybody else. So it's more relatable than some influencer trying to sell you a package for like $20 or whatever, or a meal plan for $100 or however many they're, whatever they're selling nowadays. But I feel like if we put out like videos or content that's like informational stuff, it's like valuable and it's more relatable to people, like the everyday people that, work a 9 to 5 job and are not like influencers or getting sponsored by certain companies.
I hear now like these gym trainers, nutritionalists, like they can't tell you okay you got to eat this, you got to eat that. Like they can't tell you how to eat your food anymore. That's what I heard.
Yeah, online.
Or whatever like that. I've heard about it. So do you know anything about that?
Yeah, like the meal plans and
The
stuff.
meal plans.
Right, yeah, because well, see, that's the thing with online that it's just I feel like it's turned people into believing that they can be anything or do anything. And sure, you can with the proper education, and you can be. But nowadays online, you have people thinking they're doctors, the PTs, right? Or the personal trainers that think they're doctors, that think they're physical therapists, that think they're mental health specialists, and, blah, 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 all this other stuff, right? And so I think that's a lot that's coming down in the fitness community is the RDs that are basically getting after the PTs that are prescribing, that are doing these meal plans and stuff when that's not what they do, right? It doesn't fall into their scope of practice. They're just there to train your muscle, right, a certain way, or to tell you how to train or to create a training plan, but they don't have the education. And I forgot, my mind's going blank right now as what they're called, but I know they're RDs, but there's a special word for them, but you have to actually have the credentials and be degreed and have a degree to be able to, do these written meal plans. So I think that's why they're coming after these, influencers and tell them you can't do this because you're just like an online, and even those online, what are they, personal trainers don't even have certifications now either.
That's
A lot of
crazy,
them,
yeah.
yeah, just because they lost weight, they think they can, train somebody, but everybody is different, right?
And then you see people at the gym that I've been going since 2000 and I think 11 or 12, and then from the years as the years progress, and every time like I go in, I see a new person go into the gym, and then he's gaining his gym time in, and then he go in, and then he'll act like all tough shit, and then he'll try, no, you gotta do it like this and blah blah. So all these guys are trying to be like personal trainers too. I'm like, okay, dude, like thank you for the advice, but I'm still gonna do it my own way, and I just like doing my own damn thing, and I know you do too.
Right.
I remember I saw you doing your kettlebells. I was on the other side
I
of the
love
gym.
kettlebells,
Yeah, you and your damn kettlebells, man.
They're the best. I love them.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it.
Because you can do so many different exercises with the kettlebells. But you're right. Like, we all have different goals, right? And we don't all want to fit into the box. So, yeah, because I've been to the gym, too, where I've had personal trainers come up to me and tell me, like, oh, I can, help you with your goals. Like, you can look a certain way. And then I ask them, I turn around, and I'm like, well, what is a certain way? Like, what does that mean, And they're like, oh, well, you might want to look, just because I'm a woman, don't assume that I want to look like some Instagram model or influencer. That's not what I'm after, that's not the look. That's not what a lot of people want, So I think that even these personal trainers in the gym and stuff, they're not even educated themselves. They just go do an online 6-week course and they think they can, that they know what they're doing and they can specialize in everybody, but they forget that everybody's so different. So that's why I always preach, like, you got to do what works for you, and you got to get educated. It's your body. So why not become educated on your own
On
body?
your own body. Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Exactly. Do you still keep up with like a lot of social media, like Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff, or?
No, I don't have Facebook. I only have Instagram, but I follow certain people, but only people that I feel like are knowledgeable in the field. I try to minimize, so I don't like follow like these influencers that a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
might follow. But I do, like, sometimes I'll share my fitness on Instagram, but it's the only thing that I share because I'm so private. I think everybody knows how private I am about my personal life, that it's the only part of my life that I'm willing to share with people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I post things on there. But it's just like fitness stuff, but it's nothing like, I don't give people advice or tell people what to
Yeah.
do, or try to sell a product or pretend like I'm a personal trainer and try to sell them like a, 6-week plan or
Mm-hmm.
something. I don't think I would ever do that.
You wouldn't believe how much time like I have extra now because I've dumped the Facebook, and then I'm hardly ever on Instagram now. Like the only time I'll post something is like when I upload a video. Like, okay, look, this is what I'm doing. Okay, blah, whatever. But I'm not there. Like there's people driving. There's people at the gym.
Right, I've seen that.
Like they're
Yeah.
like this scrolling up and down. I'm like, oh yeah, dumbass, I know what you're doing. I'm like,
Right,
dude, like
yeah.
pay attention. And then here comes a
Yeah.
cop, and they're like,
Exactly.
I'm like, dude, like what the hell, dude? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
If
crazy.
like if my cousin told me back in the day, he's like, yo Jay, like, okay, I got a question for you. Okay, if there was one thing that you would disinvent in this world, what would it be? The first thing that came to my head was smartphones, because look at it. Okay, people are walking and hitting shit now on their phone.
Right.
I was at Cal State Fullerton, which is a shithole, by the way. And yeah, everyone's on their phone, not paying attention. I'm driving to the parking lot. I'm trying to get my parking, and dude, people don't pay attention. I'm like, dude, like, pay attention. And then they have their earphones on, and they have their hoodie on. They're looking down. Like, what if I wasn't paying attention to you, dude? Like, I would have hit you. Yeah, that's a story for another time though. And then, yeah. Oh, anyways, yeah, I've been going to these schools, and they tell you on the outside, oh yeah, we're a beautiful school. Like, well, come and join us. Me, I have full access to all these schools, like, so I see the ins and outs of everything. Dude, those schools are like shitholes. It should be called Catfish University. I swear to God.
Catfish University.
I swear
Oh
to
my
God.
gosh.
Yeah, dude. Like
So funny.
they'll be like, oh yeah, man, come to our school. We're the best, and blah blah blah. And then you go in there, and I'm like, dude, this shit is not updated. Like, come on. Like, okay, this elevator is like super old. Like, where's a fire code to this shit? Like, it's bad. Like, it's bad, and that's just Cal. That's not Cal Poly. That's just Fullerton University. I can imagine all these other schools that have been going around.
Right. Yeah.
Gay, super gay. And then so what the heck do you do for a job? Like, I don't even know what the hell you do. I've known you for like almost, yeah, like 10 years already.
Jason, I've told you many times what my career is, but because you don't care, you don't remember.
I'm gonna remember now. I swear to God.
I'm a mental health clinician.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you look at me weird.
Right. That's everybody's like first assumption, that I'm like doing an assessment in my head or judging them or something. No, but yeah, that's what I do. That's why I've like kind of moved around a lot, because I wanted to pad my resume with as much experience, because I believe in seeing everything. In order to work in the field, you need to be able to see a lot of different things and work with a lot of different populations in a lot of different areas. And I didn't want to be one of those people that solely worked with a population where you don't see much, and I purposely go to areas where it's like low income, nonprofit work, and stuff like that, just because you see more intense cases that way.
Where's the best, or what areas did you like best so far in your career?
As far as
Location wise.
Let's see. I did work in Santa Barbara County, right? So I did live in Santa Maria. I wasn't a fan of Santa Maria, but the slow area was like 25 minutes away. So I did like that area.
I like Morro Bay and all that. I love that.
So
Man, that place is so dope.
So I love the that I had the opportunity to go to the beaches like on the weekends, and it was only like 25 minutes away, no traffic. There was like no 91 freeway like here,
Oh
right?
my God, it's
like
fucking
ridiculous.
horrible.
Yeah.
I have to leave my house at 3 o'clock in the morning to be in LA by 8. So
Right.
so what I'll do is all right, Jay, you gotta be at work at 9 in LA. I'm like, oh my god, like
It's worse, yeah.
if I leave my house at 6, I won't make it. I'll get there like around 10 or 11.
Mm-hmm.
And then mind you, we're only 60 miles away from LA.
Right.
And then so yeah, I have to leave my house at 3, and then already the 91 is backing up. I'm like, dude, what the hell? It starts backing up by the 15 by McKinley, and then it'll stay packed passing the 71, and then a little bit into the like past the Corona area. It's bad. Like, oh my god, like everyone go home. Like, what the fuck you guys doing up?
I know. I hate that 91. I hate
91.
it.
I try to avoid that freeway as much as possible. So what I do is, if I have a job like in LA, like in Costa Mesa area, you have to take the 91, right? You're like, damn, I gotta take a 91. So what I do is I'll just take the 210 and I'll go on the 57. I'll go around. Like, I don't give a shit if I take like 15 minutes extra. It's the fact that, okay, I'm avoiding all that cluster on the 91. It's stupid.
Yeah, but even that 210 has gotten really bad.
Oh yeah,
Like, I can't stand 210. I
everything.
feel like there's an accident every day on that 210. I hate the 210 now.
Everything. There's an accident here in California. Like, it's legal for motorcycle drivers to just go right through.
Right.
So they're flying by me, and then there's times where I'm trying to avoid this car over here, and then I'm swerving to the left, and then this motorcycle is passing me up. Like, I'm like, dude, like, I'm not paying attention to these motorcycle. Like, I love you motorcycle people, but I'm not gonna be watching my rearview mirror for you. I got shit to watch in front of me. And
Right.
then when a motorcycle driver gets all pissed off, why aren't you moving over, bro? I'm like, dude, I'm not even fucking paying attention to you.
Exactly.
Man.
Yeah, so we're just asking that you pay as much attention to the road and to yourselves as we are, right? Like, we're paying attention while we're driving, but we also expect the motorcyclists to pay attention as well,
Oh
because
yeah,
like
share the road. Shut
right.
up.
That's
It's horrible, man.
Right.
Fuck.
right.
Let's see. So what else is new?
Let's see, with just life in general.
Life in general.
This podcast is new.
Podcast is great, right?
Yeah, I remember you talking about this for a while now, maybe like a year now,
Mm-hmm.
right? So yeah, I'm proud that you are making this happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. And I subscribed to your channel.
Thank you.
I rung that little bell for you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
I
really do
watched your
appreciate it.
videos. Even that one video where you had like one view, that was me. So I watched it.
I don't care, man. And then me, it's like what I was telling my last guest is this isn't even like work for me. This is fun. I love doing it. And yeah, you are the first person that I've told that, I'm gonna start this. And then I have influencers like Joe Rogan. I freaking thank you, Joe. I really do appreciate you. And yeah, he was a big inspiration. I've told you too. If I do a podcast, I want to do it like Joe Rogan. Because he's and that guy is so knowledgeable. Like I'm like, dude, like how did he come up with like all this knowledge, man? Do you just like sit down and read all day? Like, what the hell?
Right. Yeah, I love Joe Rogan. I love that the fact that he has different knowledgeable people on his podcast, and he gives them that time. And sometimes the podcasts go over an hour, right? Like close to 2 hours sometimes. But he even got like Edward Snowden on there on his podcast, which that was pretty crazy, right? And that was very informational for us, right? But not everybody has a podcast like that. So yeah, I could see why you would look up to him.
And then what's good too is that yeah, like his podcasts are like, oh my god, they're long, but you don't feel it because you're so into the story. You're like, damn, man, these dudes know what they're talking about. Like there's one where he interviewed Mike Tyson. That was probably like my best one.
Oh really? I didn't see that one.
That one's really good, man.
Really?
Like yeah, apparently Mike Tyson, like he kept asking Mike Tyson, hey man, so do you still hit the bag and blah blah, and then Mike Tyson would be like, nah man, I don't do that no more. And then Joe was like, why? And Mike Tyson says, "Oh, it triggers the high what do you ego, the high ego that Mike Tyson had back in the day. It triggers that back, and
Wow.
and
That's interesting. Yeah.
that one's a really good one. So I hope this keeps on going. I hope I keep getting guests in like you. Thank you so much for coming by.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm flattered.
Of course. So what's the plan for today? Like after this, what you got to go back to Whittier and get ready for work in the morning?
No, I'm staying with my parents today. So my
Okay.
parents are here in Fontana.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So how long have you been doing that job? Like 10 years?
Which
your
Well, this job I just started, but working in the field, no, I've only been working in the field since I got my degree. I think it was like maybe three
3 years
years.
ago?
Yeah. Besides,
Yeah.
before that, I worked at the school district. Yeah.
That's what I remember. I remember the school district.
Uh huh.
And then
Yeah.
right now it's crazy because of stupid ass coronavirus. Like LA is being shut down.
Yeah, I hope they're still paying their employees though, because that
Yeah.
would be pretty sad. That's the sad part about all of this too, is that people are, not able to work and they're not getting paid, and life happens still.
Hmm.
We got bills to pay and everything, so hopefully they figure something out.
Yeah, I believe like the the teachers union, like they were gonna get together and like raise like some kind of fund. I think that's what I heard. But even also, Trump was like, oh yeah, if you guys don't get paid, we have, I think like 50 some $billion into like,
Right, I heard the
uh,
money that just came out of nowhere all of a
right,
sudden.
like
Right,
where does this money come from, bro? Like
right.
that's why that, believe it or not, that's why United States is in debt because we keep pulling money out of our ass. Like, dude, what the fuck?
Right, exactly. Yeah. But those people, I mean, those people are lucky, right? The ones that work for the union, but not everybody has a job that is part of the union, right? So those are the people that, we should be concerned about because it is sad.
Hmm.
There are people who are not working and not getting paid right now. And then what are they to do? I mean, are they actually going to get relief? I mean, hopefully it's true and they will.
Hopefully, yeah, because
Yeah.
like you said, life happens.
Right.
You have your mortgage, you have your car, you have your insurance, you
Exactly.
have your health. I'm like, dude, come on, help me out here.
Yeah, exactly. And then also, what about the stores? Are they going to now stock up on their items? Because last time I went to the market, I couldn't even buy meat, So, like,
Mm.
what are we supposed to eat?
I overheard that. Oh yeah, if it keeps acting up, if you guys keep bullshitting, man, if they keep like if these stores now people have to be out in line outside the store now.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I'm like,
That's
what the hell?
crazy.
People got to be outside and people got to wait to go into the grocery store. I'm like, dude, that's horrible. And then I remember the speech that the president made. He's like, oh yeah, if this keeps on happening, the stores are gonna have to be forced to shut down too, because you're also bringing that shit into the stores. Like whoever's infected or not, like it's also going into the stores. So yeah, if it comes down to that point, yeah, the stores are gonna get closed too. And then what?
Right. And then everything else closes
But,
because basically you come in contact with everything your
mm-hmm.
mail, the money you take out of the ATM, everything you touch has been in contact with somebody else. So, then what happens?
Nah, it's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, well, my dude. I really want to thank you for coming to the show today.
Oh,
And
thank
then,
you.
yeah, that's my time. I want everybody to follow Miss Jamie B right here. What's your Instagram?
I think I just changed the username, but I think it's if I remember J period MEB.
Nice.
I think, or some periods, or you can just link it at the bottom. I
Yeah,
guess. I
yeah.
don't
You
know.
guys need to follow. You guys need to follow this girl right here. Yeah, like she says, like her Instagram is full of just her posts, like her fitness posts. And if you guys are looking to get into the fitness, I think Jamie will help you, or at least try to inspire you, because she inspires me. She inspires me every day with our post. And yeah, I really hope to see you again soon. I hope you come back to the show, and I hope you drive home safe.
Oh, thank
All
you.
right. So this is BDME presents On the Table with Ortiz. Thank you, Jamie. And you
Thank
know
you.
what? We're out.